I work at the university library. Yet I married a wife worth over 100 million. I thought our life would be happy and long-lasting. But I unexpectedly discovered that she had been lying to me constantly. The consequences of my angry retaliation resulted in a comminuted fracture of both my legs, penniless and crippled. After throwing the divorce papers at his wife, he began his methodical revenge. He unleashed a cruel retribution on his wife's lover. But after the divorce, his ex-wife regretted her actions deeply, saying, "Husband, I'm sorry. Please forgive me." Tiannan City, Yuzhang residential area. As the provincial capital, housing prices have remained stubbornly high, and Yuzhang is one of the most expensive. My name is Zhao Shanhe. I'm 29 years old. Even if I graduated from Tiannan University, I wouldn't be able to afford a house here. The reason I can live here is entirely thanks to my diligent wife. In fact, after graduation, I worked at the Tiannan University Library as an administrator. Although the salary was good, but compared to my wife, whose net worth exceeds 100 million, I'm basically negligible. That day, I called my wife. "Honey, come home early today." Her voice came from the other end of the phone. "I have to work late today. I'll sleep at Mom and Dad's tonight. Just take care of dinner yourself," I said, a little anxiously. "To Mom and Dad's again? But today's our..." She interrupted me. "Something came up at work. That's it." He hung up. Immediately, I heard on the phone the busy signal. I shook my head helplessly. I had wanted to say, "Today is our wedding anniversary. Today marks our 6th wedding anniversary." But looking at this, my wife completely forgot. I don't blame her, though. After all, her company has been having problems lately. She needs a large sum of money. She's been working non-stop. It's common for her not to come home for dinner at night. On the table are the red candles I bought today, and my candlelit dinner plans have to be put on hold. I composed myself, stood up, and started doing chores. I'm tall, handsome, even though I'm almost 30. My eyes still retain their clarity and determination. It perfectly proves that saying, "May you go out into the world, and return still a youth." This is also related to my experience. From the age of 10, when my parents died, saving someone from drowning, I started at the orphanage, immersed in books. I didn't like interacting with people. Even after graduating and starting work, I chose to be a librarian, a job that doesn't involve much interaction with people. I seem rather introverted and solitary, but this doesn't affect my excellence. A doctor of economics under 30. How high is the gold content? But under my wife's brilliance, I choose to be reserved. I willingly became a house husband. Anyway, with my wife's net worth, we're financially independent. My wife, Sue Lily, is only a year younger than me. She's the CEO of the Sue Group. Plus, she's stunningly beautiful and has a fantastic figure. She's incredibly successful, famous throughout the South. In university, I accidentally knocked over Sue Lily's milk tea in the library. To show my apology, I treated Sue Lily to a meal. Our relationship began with that meal. 6 months later, we started dating. After we got married, we're very much in love. We rarely argue. Our only conflict stems from Sue Lily's parents and family. As for the Sue family, they naturally look down on me, a country bumpkin. Not to mention I'm an orphan. After mopping the floor, I sat on the sofa. As usual, I picked up a book, turned to where I left off, and began to read. It's an English book. No obstacle for me at all. But I don't know why. It's hard to get into it today. I read a line and forget it. I'm feeling a little restless. In desperation, I picked up my phone. I intended to browse the DS feed, but my gaze suddenly fell upon an app. This was when I bought the car. To prevent my car from being stolen, the installed software can monitor the car's location in real time. Because Sue Lily's car had a minor scrape a couple of days ago. It's at the 74S shop. I'm driving my car to work today. On a whim, I opened the 7 app. The map of Tiannan City quickly appeared on my phone, and the car's GPS location was right at the Sue Group building. My wife was indeed working late. I breathed a sigh of relief. I felt a little guilty. I had actually suspected my wife. Just then, I was stunned to find that the GPS location representing the car. My heart pounded. My pupils constricted. This meant my wife had left the company. She hadn't been working late. She'd lied. My expression darkened. Without hesitation, I strode out the door. I drove an electric car out of the number 7 residential area. I felt a growing unease as I drove, following the GPS. Soon, I saw my Audi across the street. This is the Grand Marriott Hotel. I looked up at the magnificent sign. My unease intensified. My e-bike still on the other side of the road. I'd need to turn around up ahead to get it. Sitting on my e-bike, I widened my eyes, staring intently at my Audi. Soon, the door opened, and a perfect figure emerged from the driver's seat. Beneath her long, flowing hair was a form-fitting black dress. Her snow-white neck and impressive bust threatened to burst from the dress. A narrow waist accentuated her large, curvaceous hips. She wore dark high heels, and her walk was incredibly alluring. It was her, my wife, Sue Lily, with whom I've shared a bed for many years. I recognized her instantly. It's not over yet. Immediately after, The passenger door opened. A young man in a suit stepped out. The two met at the back of the car. I don't know what the man said, but on Su Luli's perfectly beautiful cheek, a captivating smile appeared. My heart skipped a beat, but the next moment, their actions instantly broke my heart. Su Luli naturally linked her arm through the man's. Like a couple. Chatting and laughing, they walked towards the shop in trance. I witnessed it all, my heart aching to the point of spasms. My hands trembled as I took out my phone. I photographed this unbearable scene, until their figures disappeared from the shop doorway. My teeth were chattering. My anger was about to explode. Why? Why did you betray me? I can't stand it. Thinking about this, I trembled. Without hesitation, I dialed Su Luli's number. I'm sorry. The number you dialed is busy. Damn it. This JR. My eyes were red. Then I initiated a WeChat video call, but it was rejected again. I took a deep breath. I lit a cigarette. I forced myself to calm down. A cold glint appeared in my eyes. I got off the electric scooter. I strode towards the opposite side of the road. It's come to this. Running away isn't the answer. Even if the truth is cruel, I have to face it. I walked into the lobby. My face was grim. I went straight to counter 7. Sir, may I help you check in? The receptionist had a professional smile on her face. Her voice was gentle. I didn't waste any words. By now, that couple were probably almost finished showering. I pulled out my phone and opened my photo album. These two had just come in. I need to know which room they're in. The receptionist's face changed. She awkwardly smiled. I'm sorry, sir. J hotel policy is to protect guest privacy. I stared at her. My gaze sharp. That woman is my wife. There's still time to salvage this. Please tell me immediately. Look into my eyes. The receptionist's heart skipped a beat for no reason. Then she carefully examined the photos. After a moment, she breathed a sigh of relief. And once again, she offered a professional smile. Sir, you've misunderstood. They didn't check in. They probably went to the West restaurant on the second floor. They didn't check in. I instinctively drove back. This answer was unexpected. The West restaurant in the large Marriott International Hotel is on the second floor. I know. I just didn't think of that. Yes, sir. These two only just arrived. Not checked in. The receptionist smiled. Her tone was very gentle. Perhaps they just came to eat. I let out a sigh of relief, but a cold smile immediately flickered across her lips. Regardless, that intimate scene at the shop door wasn't an illusion. A married woman, deceiving her husband, and openly, in public, linked arms with another man. This is betrayal. I, Xiao Shanhe, can't tolerate this. Thank you. I turned and walked towards the elevator, but compared to when I first came in, my steps were much lighter. Second floor of the Grand Hyatt, Western restaurant. It's very peaceful here. Elegant piano music flows like a clear spring. There aren't many guests. Most are talking in low voices. By the window, Su Lili and a young, handsome man are sitting opposite each other. I approached. I heard the man chuckle and speak. Lioli, after all, the Su group doesn't entirely belong to you. Joining my project, a 50 million investment could at least double. Your net worth will inevitably increase again then. His tone was full of confidence. Hearing this, Su Lioli smiled slightly. She swirled her drink and raised her hand. Thank you, big brother Tian, for giving me this opportunity. To you. The man smiled and raised his glass. He clinked glasses with Su Lioli. He drained half the glass of red wine in one gulp. Alright. It was hard enough getting you to come out. Let's not talk about work. Anyway, we've known each other for so long. You know how I feel about you. So, give me an answer. The man spoke playfully, scanning Su Lili's delicate face. His sincere gaze held an elusive desire. Su Lili touched her hair. She smiled and spoke. Young Master Tian is teasing me again. Don't you have enough beautiful women around you? Just take the one from the other day. What was her name? Yeah, I bet you're still seeing her. Ha. Those ordinary women can't compare to you. Seriously. As long as you divorce that bookworm, I'll immediately tell my dad to marry you. Hearing the words, bookworm, I knew he was talking about me. After all, a man who spends all day in the library, even when he goes home, most of the time, is still reading books. It's easy for people to mistake me for a book. Thinking about this, I noticed the smile on Su Lili's face was slightly stiff, but she quickly masked it. She lowered her head and took a sip of red wine before saying, Young Master Tian, don't joke like that. Even if I were divorced, I wouldn't be a good match for you. Your family wouldn't agree either. Let's talk about the investment. How will we know unless we try? Could it be you're reluctant to part with that book, DZ? I doubt it. I don't think you have such deep feelings for him. Su Lioli is trying to change the subject, but the man cuts her off. Leaning forward, his eyes, scrutinizing, full of oppression. Feelings. Su Luli pondered. Looking at the man, she said calmly, even if it's just a goldfinch raised for many years, it will still have feelings, but the canary can't help you. It might even be a stumbling block on your path. Follow me. You have a chance to join the billion, or even $10 billion club. The man didn't give up. He reached out and covered Su Lili's soft, delicate hand. Su Lili frowned. She withdrew her hand without a sound. I was about to speak, but saw the man look up behind me. His expression was one of surprise. Su Lily turned her head in confusion. Her face instantly changed. She exclaimed in surprise, "Zhao Shanhe. You're here." I looked at her, a pain I couldn't express. Coldly, I said, "What? I came to interrupt your good time. You're following me?" She took a deep breath. Su Lily questioned. Hearing her dissatisfied tone, I let out a burst of laughter. This IR once again completely shattered my worldview. She was caught red-handed messing around with a man, and still had the nerve to ask if I was following her. I immediately sneered. Su Lily, I never imagined you were this kind of woman. What? Working late tonight, in someone else's bed? Such undisguised words caused Su Liuli's face to change again. Many people in the Western restaurant were already secretly looking and whispering. Some even took out their phones and started taking pictures. Seeing this, the man opposite, he didn't offer an opinion. His arms were crossed, resting on the chair. He looked at you with an ambiguous smile. "You're overdoing it. I'm here to discuss business. It's not what you think. Go home first. I'll explain everything to you when I get home tonight." Su Liuli's face fell. Her tone brooked no argument. She's too strong-willed. For the past 5 years, big or small, Su Luli has basically been calling the shots at home. I rarely voiced my own opinions. So, faced with the current situation, she's still following her own ideas. First, send me back, to quell this disturbance. But this time, she's mistaken. I didn't hesitate at all. I reached out and grabbed her arm. "Come back with me." With that pull, I couldn't move her. Then came her cry of surprise. "Zhao Shanhe, what are you doing?" I felt Su Lily's resistance. It caused me a sharp pain in my heart. Just then, a hand landed on my shoulder. The man chuckled and said, "Hey, man, forcing a woman like this isn't right, is it?" He's acting so superior, like a victor. After all, Su Lily refuses to go home, clearly siding with him. But no one anticipated one thing, which is, I'm a powder keg right now. I'm on the verge of exploding. And the man, unfortunately, lit the fuse. "Who do you think you are?" Without a moment's hesitation, as I spoke, I landed a powerful kick right in the man's abdomen. I'm already tall and well-built. Besides reading, I usually work out. My strength is considerable. Needless to say, I didn't hold back on that kick. The man grunted. He was sent sprawling by the kick. He slid 4 or 5 meters across the smooth floor. Are you crazy? It all happened so fast. No one would have thought I'd do it. Su Lily involuntarily gasped. After serving the man, I looked at Su Lily with icy eyes. "Stay or leave. You choose." Having said that, I turned around directly, and walked out of the 7 West restaurant. Su Lily stared blankly at my back. She had never seen me like this before. Brutal. Cold. For 5 years. I've been too low-key. His image is deeply ingrained in her heart. Gentle. Considerate. His eyes always holding an unwavering love. Unintentionally, in Su Liuli's heart, I've already been labeled as timid. But the scene before me, it struck her to the core. It completely changed Su Lily's perception. Until my figure disappeared, Su Lily instinctively shuddered 7 times, immediately standing up. She felt very uneasy. Me, in that state, actually made her feel panicked. I walked out of the shop. I lit a cigarette. 2 minutes later, the sound of high heels approached from behind. I turned to look. I sneered. "Not keeping your lover company tonight." Su Liuli was a little angry. "Can't you speak any less ambiguously? I was just having dinner with him. It's not what you think. I told you I had to work overtime, because I was afraid you'd misunderstand. And you were so impulsive today. Do you even know who he is? The consequences of antagonizing him will be severe. He cheated on me. I still need to consider whether I can afford to offend him." "What nonsense are you talking about? What green hat, blue hat? Don't use such harsh language. I'm your wife. Can't you trust me? Before today, I believe everything you say unconditionally. Okay, let's talk at home. Today's not over yet. My head is RXY. This likely needs context to be accurately translated. It sounds like a code or abbreviation." He walked towards his Audi. Su Lily was sitting in the passenger seat. She turned her head to look at me. From this angle, you can see my determined profile. You can almost sense my anger. Su Liuli frowned. I know. She's definitely a little unhappy. Probably thinks it's not a big deal. She probably thinks I'm overreacting. I bet she's thinking, "Zhao Shanhe, I didn't expect you to be so narrow-minded and treacherous. I really misjudged you." All the way, neither of us spoke. The atmosphere in the car was very heavy. After more than 10 minutes, the car stopped at the designated parking lot of Yujian Villa. "Let's go," I said coldly. I was the first to head for the elevator. My family lives on the 10th floor. 2 households per floor. The apartment is nearly 400 square meters. I verified my fingerprint. I opened the door and went inside. By this time, Su Lily was already fuming. She felt she'd already given me enough face. She was just having dinner with someone. Yet I barged in, being unreasonable and even hitting someone. And in the end, despite her friend being hurt, she still came home with me. Thinking about this, I looked at Su Lily. I saw her frown. She entered the house and was about to speak. Her gaze followed mine after I turned on the light, towards the dining table. Suddenly, she froze. Roses, red, candles. This was a candlelit dinner. What day is it today? Suddenly, Su Luli realized. Today is our wedding anniversary. I watched her expression change, thinking to myself, she must have felt a pang of guilt. Sure enough, she took a deep breath. A sweet smile spread across her lips. Honey, I'm sorry. I didn't expect. She was about to apologize. After all, it's such an important day. She's out to dinner with a man. It's definitely wrong. It's just that she didn't finish her sentence. I interrupted her. Okay, these words are meaningless now. Looking at my stunningly beautiful wife, I just thought back to what happened at the shop entrance. Unexplained anger welled up inside me. I plopped down on the sofa. I glared at Su Lili. Speak. When did it start? And how far has it gone? Su Lili frowned. What do you mean? Explain yourself. I let out a cold laugh. With a click, I lit a cigarette. I spoke 2 words. Infidelity. Su Luli's eyes widened suddenly, like a cat whose fur is all standing on end. You're full of it. Who do you think I am? I just had dinner with someone. You have no right to wrong me like this. I demand an apology. Otherwise, we're not done. It was just dinner. Nonsense. You've gone too far. You must apologize to me. And you must apologize to him. You hit him. This isn't going to be easily resolved. And you want me to apologize to your good husband? I'm so angry I'm laughing, pointing at Su Lili. I can't do it. I'm not as cheap as you. Ha. Su Lili is about to go crazy. I watched her. It felt like she thought I'd changed. My usual gentleness and calmness completely disappeared. An indescribable coldness and harshness. She said without a second thought. He's just a business partner. At most, an ordinary friend. It's not as disgusting as you think. Zhao Shanhe. You're being unreasonable. Let me tell you. We're through. You are going too far. Is that so? She's angry. I remain unmoved. I didn't want to appease her at all. Instead, I gave her a cold look. I took out my phone. I sent her a picture. Su Luli gritted her teeth. She took out her phone. After seeing the picture, she was astonished. My hands went limp. My phone fell to the ground. So this is your so-called partner? Just a friend? I asked sarcastically. Su Lili's face turned pale. Her lips moved slightly. No, it's not what you think. Seeing her speechless like that, I was furious. I gritted my teeth and angrily said, no, then tell me, what wife would deceive her husband, and secretly hold another man's hand, dating men? Let me tell you, before this, I unconditionally believed in you. I like reading books, you like making money, so I guarantee you won't have any worries. No matter how tired you are, you'll always have a warm home. But, don't think I'm easy to bully. This is betrayal. It's a great humiliation to me. And you want me to apologize to him, let alone giving him a kick. I want to kill him. I've never been so angry. Su Lili clearly trembled. I quickly said, don't overthink it. I haven't betrayed you, and I won't betray you. He's Tian Feiyun, the eldest son of Jinding Construction. I'm talking to him about a business collaboration. His father is the chairman of Jinding Construction. Tian Feiyun started his own business. Starting a company. With Jinding Construction backing us, we're sure to make money. I just want to invest in his project and make money. That's why he asked me to dinner today. Hard to refuse. Don't overthink it. She spoke very quickly. Her face was flustered. Explaining anxiously. This photo completely broke her down. I heard my wife's explanation, but I didn't feel any better. Instead, I scoffed repeatedly. So he's a rich second-generation kid. Then what are you waiting for? Why don't you just dump me? You two are inseparable. Are you sick or something? My sarcastic remarks even angered Su Lili. She said loudly, is that how you want to push your wife into another man's arms? If I were looking for a rich man, would I have chosen you? You're just overthinking. From nothing, something was created. Let me tell you. I haven't done anything wrong to you. I'm utterly disappointed. It seems to me my wife is just making excuses. No one casually puts their arm around someone else. That's an intimate gesture between lovers. I sighed. He stood up and walked toward the door. He said calmly, 7. There's nothing to say. Let's get a divorce. I, Zhao Shanhe, don't tolerate infidelity. I could even say I'm a bit of a germaphobe. My wife can't alleviate my suspicions. Then we two can't live together. What did you say? It's just this trivial matter. You want a divorce from me? Su Lili doubted her ears. She never imagined that the 2 words, divorce, would come out of my mouth. In her opinion, even if we're getting a divorce, she should be the one to bring it up. I ignored her. I just gave her a cold look, and walked towards the door. I'm not coming back tonight. 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Let's go to the Civil Affairs Bureau and finalize the paperwork. Su Lili was completely panicked. I sensed from her expression that she had a premonition, that if I were to leave like this, our marriage might shatter. From then on, she would be living alone, with no one to care for her. All that awaits me at home is a cold, empty bed. A sharp pain pierced her heart. She involuntarily shivered. Without thinking, she grabbed my arm. Don't go. I looked down. Frowning, I coldly said, let go. Su Lily stubbornly looked at me. I won't let you go. This is your home. You're not allowed to go anywhere. You can't stop me. I'm determined to leave. She flung her arm away without hesitation, trying to shake Su Lily off. I'm very strong, but Su Lily used both hands to hold me tightly. Her knuckles turned white. I couldn't get free for a while. I was agitated. I suddenly turned around. My other hand instinctively swung out. We both froze. On Su Lily's delicate face, a blush quickly appeared. A moment later, I took a deep breath and said seriously, don't stop me. Having said that, turning around, I pulled open the door. Zhao Shanhe, you stop right there. Let me tell you, if you leave this house today, you'll definitely regret it. Weren't you going to explain? I'll explain it to you right now. I turned around. I looked at Su Lily again. That slap calmed her down. I knew. She understood she had to tell the truth now.